And the verse of the day today is John 12, verse 13. It says, "They took palm branches and went out to meet him, shouting, 'Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the King of Israel.'" Now, obviously, the he in this story is Jesus, because we're celebrating Palm Sunday, the first day of the most important week in the history of the world, the day that Jesus entered into the city of Jerusalem, ultimately to give his life, to be buried in our tomb, to be raised from the dead by the power of God. And a great crowd had gathered on this day. It was the Passover festival, and Jews had come from all over the known world. Hundreds of thousands of people were in the city of Jerusalem, and they had heard about who's coming. This man who walks on water. He has healed the sick. He's fed multitudes, calmed the storm. He has even raised the dead, and now he is coming into the city. They've heard that he's Messiah, maybe, King of the Jews. And so they're preparing the way with palm branches on the road, and they're expecting a regal and a royal entrance. But Jesus, it says in the next verse, chose to ride on the colt of a donkey. Now, I ask today, what king rides into town on a donkey? There was no grand stallion. There were no flanking guards. There was no trumpet sound. It was just Jesus riding in low, because he had come to be king, but he was a servant king. And he'd said about himself, "I've not come to be served, but to serve, and to give my life as a ransom for many." And Jesus knew this day that he was riding into Jerusalem not to be crowned, but to be crucified, to give his life for the sins of the world. He knew that he would be the final Passover lamb. And so today we celebrate the King who stooped low to serve you and me, to lift us out of death and into eternal life by the gift of his own innocent life. And we celebrate today that Jesus is still riding into towns and riding into stories and riding into circumstances. And he's riding into your life today, wherever you are, with truth and grace and redemption, power and life and hope. Welcome him in today, the servant King Jesus, giving his life for the sins of the world.